We need peace, we choose freedom.
Doesn't give a damn.
We need peace, we choose freedom.
Simon, welcome to the show. So today we talked about what you said. You put out a statement that there should be lockdown, sit down at home for 5 days next week. We wanted to know what is behind that. Why do you think that people in the Southeast, they need to sit down at home for 5 days during this Christmas period? What are you aiming for?
I think we have been celebrating Christmas for as long as you were born. Every one of us here have celebrated and continue to celebrate Christmas for as long as we were born. I don't think that Christmas celebration in 2022 is the most thing that we need. People are being killed in Nigeria. People are being kidnapped every day. Military, police, DSS, killing our people, and nobody is talking. Not the governors, not the elite, not the elected leaders, not the UN, not the international community. Nobody is talking. So it is time. We have to take this responsibility by ourselves and speak in a language that everybody in the world will understand. We are not interrupting people from celebrating Christmas. We are Christians and we value the Christmas celebration. But what we have to do is that the 5-day sit at home is preparation for what is to come in 2023. We are believing that 2023 is the year that Biafra will come. I will say 2023 is the year of Nigeria disintegration. The disintegration of Nigeria will give birth to either Biafra or whatever that the disintegration have to offer. Freedom of many nations within Nigeria. So our idea is to prepare the people of Biafra, and we are focusing on the Igbo-speaking part of Biafra at this point, because we know the history behind the Eastern region. After the Biafra War, during and after the Biafra War, the Fulani Caliphate succeeded in manipulating the other part of Biafra. So we are still battling to liberate them from the blackmail propaganda that were said and they sold to them against the Igbo-speaking part of Biafra. So now, you know, we have suffered the most of this Nigeria construction. So we focus on the Igbo-speaking part, which we are now transiting to the part of the coastal region. This sit at home is going to take place not just in the 5 Igbo-speaking part of Biafra, but we are gradually taking it to the coastal region. So it is a preparation to what is to come next year. Our focus is that we are not going to allow election to hold in Biafra land. We will not allow Nigeria election to hold. And what we are trying to do is to make sure that we do not validate Nigeria again. That's number one. Number two is that those people that have been elected and that have been enjoying the Nigeria entity, after electing them, the people are being killed, Fulani are invading villages, and they refuse to speak. We are not going to allow them to occupy any political position again. So we are going to, first of all, bring them back and down to the level of an average Nigerian, and by extension, an average Biafran, by making sure they do not have any vote in Biafra land.
Okay.
And after that, we are going to take it off from there. So this
hold on, Simon.
Listen, this sit at home is to prepare the mind of Biafrans to what is to come next year. Because next year, we may end up having first 2 weeks sit at home, as the case may be. We are going to be revealing the situation, you know, as time goes on. So that's the reason why we are ordering the sit at home, and we are going to enforce it.
Okay, Simon, thank you so much. It would be unfair to our viewers, many of them all over the world, that you will just come and speak and you won't take questions for us. And that's why I have issue with the 10 minutes only that you have. But let's see what we can do. I will let Ovie go ahead. Question only, no comment, please, so that we can get as many as possible.
All right. Simon Ekpa, let me say your early days, your teenage days and your early 20s, it's not complete without the adventures that the Nigerian state offer you by representing Nigeria. You were under Coach Babati while I was under...
We don't need to go into those histories. We are living in the present.
Yes.
Nigeria has deprived me the life that I'm supposed to live. Nigeria has deprived me the opportunity that I'm supposed to have. I'm not supposed to be what you think I was. I was supposed to be better. So
okay.
My question is...
If I was born in the United States, I would have been one of the best in the world. Nigeria deprived me of that. So do not bring my past. We want to talk about...
No, I'm not bringing your past. I'm saying that the country that gave you a launching pad, why do you want to destroy it?
Nigeria did not give me anything. I have actually offered Nigeria and, more than what they have given to me.
Okay.
I struggled by myself. Nigeria did not give me anything. I was the one who gave to Nigeria. I brought the name of Nigeria by my activities in sport. Nigeria did not give to me. I offered myself to Nigeria. I served Nigeria. I suffered for Nigeria. I sacrificed for Nigeria. So you do not need, what you went through, you yourself, to become what you are today. You suffered by yourself. Nigeria did not offer anything to you. The only thing they gave you is a green passport that is cost. A green passport that when you went to America, you were subjected to all manner of degrading treatment, including using the telescope to look your image. That's only what Nigeria offered you. Nigeria did not give you vitamins. Nigeria did not give you medical treatment. Nigeria did not treat you when you have muscle pulls and injuries. Nigeria did not offer any of those to you. You suffered yourself, and your family treated you whenever you have injuries. So do not come here to tell me about Nigeria. I was the one who suffered and sacrificed for Nigeria. Nigeria did not offer anything to me. Thank you.
All right. Hold on. Dominic, you're next.
I'll keep it straightforward. Nice to meet you, Mr. Ekpa.
Thank you, Doctor.
You're welcome. There's a lot of suffering that is going on, and different political people in the past, in fight for independence or something of freedom, have used different means to achieve it. Gandhi used this non-violence strategy. What strategy are you employing to achieve your aim? And do you think it is a very good strategy, given the amount of suffering emotionally, physically, and economically it is having on your own people? Because those people who are outside of the Igbo land and Biafra are not suffering the same thing. You are the one who's suffering. My parents and my extended family are the ones who are suffering economically. So how do I, as an Igbo man, gain from having economic suppression for however amount of days that sit at home happens, and how was that supposed to achieve some form of advantage for us? I don't understand it. It's like bringing war to your own area instead of taking it out of your own area.
Thank you very much. I want to inform you that what we are doing is a multi-dimensional approach. We are using what we call a multi-dimensional approach. The way other countries got their independence can never be the way the Biafra people are going to get their independence. The way India got their independence can never be the way Biafra are going to get their independence. And what we are doing today is not just about the liberation of the Biafra people, but it's about the liberation of every ethnic and the nation within Nigeria that they are being oppressed. So we cannot fight the way other people fought and get Biafra liberated. We have, first of all, researched on Nigeria. We know the best approach that we are going to follow, and that's exactly what we are doing. The reason why you are saying that people are suffering is exactly why we are fighting it the way we are fighting it, because the system, the poverty that we are being, the people went into poverty, people become poor in Nigeria because of the policies of the nomadic and the caliphate system. It was being deliberately orchestrated so that you can never rise up against them. So we understand that. And because of the fact that we understand that the reason why they make you poor in Nigeria is so that whenever people try to rise up, you are going to remind them how poor they are, how they cannot feed themselves, how they are not. And that is why for the past 1 year, after the abduction of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, we have been able to condition the mind of Biafrans to overcome that particular narrative of you are poor, you are bringing poverty, you are bringing hardship. We have been able to overcome that. That's why Biafra people can sit at home every Monday, and it has happened for the past 1.5 years. Now we are stepping it up. At a point, we went sitting at home for 3 days. The reason why we have sitting at home for 3 days is to demonstrate the Nigeria loss of integrity, territorial integrity to Biafra. We are demonstrating that the Biafra people are no longer taking orders from the government. We are demonstrating that the people that are ruling the southeast part of Nigeria are no longer in control of the people. We are demonstrating that the people are no longer interested in taking them as leaders. We are demonstrating that the people have liberated themselves from these particular shackles of the bondage of Fulanis. So it is not just about economic issue. It is about we need to demonstrate to the world that we are no longer taking these leaders as our leader. That's why when they came and they threatened the workers in the southeast that if you do not come out to work on Mondays, you are going to be sacked, we are going to seize your salary, people still did not come out. So we have demonstrated so far that the governors, the leaders have lost the territorial integrity of the southeast to Biafra.
All right.
We control the territory. That's what we're trying to do.
Okay, hold on, guys. Hold on. No, you can't go. No.
That is going to go down in the history. As we are building up to break out of Nigeria, it is going to go down in the history. It is going to be, recognized by the United Nations. But that Biafrans sit at home, civil disobedience lasted for as long as we fight Nigeria until we get independent.
Civil disobedience by force.
Yes.
By force.
You can call it by force, you can call it by whatever nomenclature, we don't care. But what we know is that every Monday Biafra sit at home and they want their freedom from Nigeria.
Can I ask a question?
All right, hold on. Hecho, go ahead. Hecho, after you, one man.
My brother, Simon, I'm going to speak from a mother perspective. From the question of they try to raise, it triggers something. And as a counselor, I can realize that there are bottled anger inside of you.
It triggers anger, my mother and my sister. And I don't want to hear anything emotional. This is not about emotional. This is a struggle for freedom. Let me finish my question. Go ahead.
There are bottled anger because of what Nigeria has done to you, and it has done to many of us. But
you can't sit down and watch that.
So, Hecho, can you make your question?
If we want our people to sit down at home, what foodstuff have you people arranged that will sustain them for that number of period? Because this Western world we all live in, when they have a cause for us to sit at home, they make sure they make provision for health, for emergency, for food, for water, for all these things. If you people have not made provision for this, I will say what you guys are trying to go into, it is evil, it is wickedness, and it is callous.
May I ask you one question?
Never do that. He has never done that when he was out of the prison.
Can I ask you a question?
Oh, God.
Can I ask you a question?
Hecho, hold on.
Do you have a
Can I ask
question?
you a question, madam?
Go ahead, Simon.
What country are you? Which country are you? I think she's muted.
Yeah, she's in the United States. I know. She's here in the US.
No, let's her answer by herself.
Okay.
I'm in the US. I'm in Aurora, Colorado, US.
Okay. Thank you very much. Do you know that the United States got independent from Britain? Are you aware of that? Can you unmute her, please? Can you unmute her? Very, very important.
Okay, go ahead.
Because she asked me a question and she made a comment, so I want to respond by asking a question. She has not answered me. Is she aware that the United States got independent from the United Kingdom?
We need peace, we choose freedom.
Doesn't give a damn.